Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing a dual review of StereoHopic number 5 from Lagunitas. I can't keep up because I tried the 1 and 2, but
yeah,
they're coming out.
I didn't know there were volumes to this until I saw this, and I'm like, wait, the colors look a little different. And the more I looked, it was like volume 5.
Yeah, it's a project they're working on where they every few months they come out with two. It's always 2 different hops, and then they'll do 2 other hops. Stereo,
Right.
Get it? 2 StereoHopic.
Yeah, and they try to mix them to get a unique flavor. This one has 1 hop's berry notes with fruits, and the other one is orange, I think, or something. Anyway, so we just read it. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I like 90s IPAs. I think they're really good. Of course, they got bought out, and I think Heineken Company owns them now. But apparently they're letting them run their own show, so I'm gonna crack this open and see what it's all about. Alright, I like that it comes in a pop top, because a lot of times with these stub nose bottles, if they're twist offs, they kind of lose their pressure a little bit. Should realize some straight start to see what I'm doing.
I think I remember it when I first started drinking Lagunitas. Wasn't it in a twist cap? Like I'm talking
that was
about.
a beater that did that
A
mistake.
Beta and St. Arnold were in twist caps.
Oh, you got more than me. What are we doing?
Can't blame me this time. Can I see the bottle?
Yes.
I like the fact that it's a brown bottle. Yeah, switching board. I know you love that. Brown bottle, and it's a short neck, just like a Beta. Same bottle. Probably buy it from the same glass company. I bet you St. Arnold, Beta, and Lagunitas buys all their bottles from the same people. 7.2 and 65 bitterness units.
Well, if you remember back in the 90s, before all of the big guys went long necks, this was the size bottle that you'd get.
I've got
Miller had the bottle, Budweiser had the bottle. They all used the same bottle.
I've got a Schlitz bottle with the same design. I got a Pabst Blue Ribbon bottle, same design. Colt 45, same design, and so forth. Yeah, until the late 90s, it was everybody was like this.
Right.
Except Budweiser.
So for the people that like to drink out of a long neck and burp and fart all the time, go right ahead. This is a pouring beer. You pour it into a glass. How a beer should be enjoyed, out of a glass, to let all those gases and all that stuff that causes all this.
Wasn't there a thing in the 90s that the long necks were not sold at bar rooms? You could only get the short necks because something to do with people using them as like a weapon. You could grab the long necks more or something. I don't know. Some story about that.
It's news to me.
Yeah, I think people used to say, yeah, you know, the long necks.
All right, so we're gonna get 2 unique flavors melted into one.
Thanks.
Beer.
Let me try it. I've never had this volume 5. I had the first 2. It's orange. It's not going to have heavy lacing. It's got kind of a cream colored head. Yeah, cream colored.
It's dissipated. This comes in at 7.2% alcohol, 65 IBUs. There's a candy note on top of this. Candy and almost like candy fruit flavor.
That's true.
I'm smelling cherry.
I'm trying to think what the candy is, though. It's almost like those, I don't know, those rum candies, or am I thinking brandy? Something like that my grandmother used to have.
It's almost like those high-end hard candies. You know, as you would say, your grandma would have.
They had liquor in them. All right.
Those are the chocolate ones.
Yeah, those are the chocolate ones. I used to eat them.
There's no chocolate note in this.
Oh no, but didn't they make hard candies that had? I think.
If they did, I didn't have it.
Okay. I didn't either. I just heard about those from complete strangers.
All right, you get a whole lot of like the smell. It's really deep and intense. Oh, is it time to drink?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't make the announcement again. All right, kids, here we go.
I'm going downhill.
Jeez, fast. It smells fantastic.
Well, the taste is different. Yeah. See, the taste is following the nose. It's like a plum.
Mm-hmm. Plum cherry. It's almost like a
cherry candy.
Yeah, it's almost like a flavor profile that you would expect in a stout. You know, we get the plum, the cherries.
Yeah, the black cherries and the
Yeah,
and
but you get
dates.
You'd also get it in barley wines. You get the same profile. It's also thin, it's sweet, it's kind of sugary, syrupy a little bit.
But notice what you're not saying. Notice what I haven't said. Bitterness. Where's the bitterness? It's 65 IBUs, but
Yeah, the bitterness is, you know what, I think the alcohol's knocking the bitterness down. There's no pith. Thank you.
that's a good thing.
Could be these two hops that they're using. Maybe they just kind of clash each other out when it comes to bitterness. Who knows?
Yeah, it's kind of apricot-y.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
It's
not
very
bitter at
good.
all. I mean, I'm telling you, I swear that Michelob Light had more bitterness than this. This is strange. There's 65 IBUs, but
There
there's...
is a slight bitterness going on with it.
Well,
It's very faint.
it's not much.
That's why I use the words slight.
Slight, right. Exactly. Marshall, Will, and Holly. All right,
It's enjoyable though. At least I'm not hit with sugar and
cake batter, Duncan
Cake
Hines
batter.
yellow cake. Oh man, that was a video.
pudding.
See, I don't really mind Lagunitas doing this because they're just going wild. Like they're saying, okay, we're gonna do 2 different hops this time. Then in a couple of months we'll do 2 more different hops. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't be good. You know, whatever. You know, we just
Well, I kind of like the fact that they're doing this because it puts it out there for the general public to say, hey, well, this is really good or it's not so good. I kind of like the way this IPA is going. I don't like the way this IPA is going. You know, this is, to me, sliding on the lines of the newer IPAs where they become more sweet and less bitter. But it's enjoyable. It's not bad.
you know, they got their phone number. That says call us and tell us what you think about it.
Yeah, well, might give them a call. You
Okay.
answer it, you got it. Lagunitas.
Body's medium and the finish is semi-dry. I mean, it's okay. If you gave this to me blind and said guess the style, I wouldn't guess IPA. I just wouldn't. I would think it was a amber ale, maybe. There is a little
It's
bread
kind of
crust, sweet. It doesn't taste like an India Pale Ale.
You know what it tastes like to me? A sweet strong ale. You know, we were talking about disappearing styles and how a lot of things turn into getting an IPA level or label, and I think some of the companies may be using that label just to sell beer.
I said brandy candy. It's kind of that, and it's a weird. I would say it gets an A+ for weirdness. It's weird.
Well, we got to go by style. So
I don't
it
know about the
says
style.
it's an IPA. I believe it's an IPA. The bitterness units are low. There's no way this is 65.
Maybe,
The alcohol's definitely there. Ready to score it? I know I am.
Yeah, it's kind of marmalade tasting. But I think marmalade is more bitter. Yeah, I'm gonna score it. You can go first.
All right.
I'll go first if you prefer.
Good. I know where I'm at.
It's kind of all right. I'll go with the 82. It's good, but just kind of good.
What? An 82?
Well,
The blasphemy! I cannot believe this.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
just something they're trying. I mean,
So I'm going to go ahead and score it up a little bit more than that because I think it's a good beer. It's not a bad beer. 82. I know how you give some things A's, which are, and other things.
oh,
yeah.
because you don't like
Oh
it.
no, you were holding. I know what you're doing. You're holding the old faithful at a higher standard. Right.
Oh, well, I mean, Lagunitas is a winner most of the time. I mean, I like the idea. They're like letting us be part of their experiment. You know, like in the past, they would keep this in the lab and they would say like, nah. But now they're saying, we're just going to open it up and let you taste what we're trying out. And I get that, you know, and everything beer companies try out isn't going to hit, really be adequate, but I like to try them. I mean, what the heck? 82, it's, marginally good.
I think it's lacking on the style a little bit of an IPA. They're more of a West Coast style. I expect to get a little bit more bitterness, more punch for it, and less sweet. So with that said, I got to give it an 87. It's a B running into a B plus, but it also runs into what we call a new style IPA, where they're trying to sell sugar water to everyone.
I like the fact that it doesn't have like this like heavy coagulated cereal grain gruel type stuff. It's like, it does taste like a beer more than like you say, a batter.
Yeah, it's like a sweet beer.
Yeah, a little too sweet. It's kind of like a malt liquor ale. I don't. If I hated it, I wouldn't give it an 82.
True.
So yeah, well,
If you hated it, you give it an A.
I give it a D. So yeah, well, keep trying Lagunitas. I mean, it's fine. Bring back Hop Stupid, and please bring back Hop Stupid. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Bring back Hop Stupid. They should have never got rid of that beer. That was the old style. Old style. And we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to either Chicago or Petaluma, California, and tour the Lagunitas Brewery.
How about we added Founders? Bring back Devil Dancer.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That'll
Actually,
never happen.
and bring back your Imperial Stout.
That's gone.
Yeah, I used to love it. It had the eagle with two heads on it. Oh,
Yeah, it's gone. Oh shit.
been so long. All right, well, thanks, folks. We gave it a shot. That's about all you can do.
True.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Drink better beers.